This is going to be the biggest update in Pokemon Go for quite a long time, guys. I can't wait to give you guys all this information about Forever Friends and more in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. We've been needing an update like this for quite a long time. We've been seeing some updates about remote trades, leaks, speculations, but here is the official information that's coming out. Are you guys ready to level up your friendship? I feel like the friendship system has been a bit stale in Pokemon Go. At level 70 and up, the increased lucky friends is fantastic. I love the brand new increased lucky rates. It's awesome. And now we're layering this on top, and it's gonna be such a win for all of us. I promise you. Everyone can work towards the newest level of friendship, Forever Friends. When you become Forever Friends, you'll be awarded with a remote trade, which you can use to trade Pokemon with that friend from absolutely anywhere. So yes, remote trades are true. They are here in Pokemon Go, and I can't wait till we start getting this. I have so many friends from all around the world, and I hope that they're still playing, and if not, I'll find out. This is gonna be a great way, not only for us to trade with those people that we're friends with all around the world, number two, figure out if some of these friends that maybe you've had as lucky friends for quite a long time are still active and playing in the game, and if not, it's a great way to be able to clean up your friends list, which I definitely need, and I'm sure that some of you guys do too. Trainers can now reach a new level of friendship, Forever Friends. This new higher friendship level, above best friends, offers rewards and XP along with 2 new perks. When you become Forever Friends with a fellow trainer, you'll get to make a remote trade with each other. You can keep engaging with your Forever Friends to earn friendship points. Earning more friendship points nets you rewards, including XP and additional remote trades. But take note, trainers can only have 1 remote trade available with each Forever Friend. So consider making that trade before you get enough friendship points to earn another. So once you get to Forever Friends, you're gonna have to make your trade before you get back to Forever Friends again, because this is a temporary thing, and then once you get there, you can restart the cycle again. So you are going to want to be proactive about this, because if you get there again and you already have a trade from the Forever Friend first time, it's not gonna stack and give you a second one. So it's gonna be very important that we prioritize all of this in Pokemon Go. I'm also feeling like eventually it's gonna be important to add into the game 2 special trades permanently into the game as a feature. Reason being is I kind of see, a lot of people leveling up, a lot of people are best friends, a lot of people are lucky friends, a lot of people are global friends, and it would be really awesome to make sure that we don't ever have to come into a pinch where that might be a situation. Maybe I'm just overestimating that because I have a lot of friends in the game and I stay pretty active with my friends. We hit a lot of lucky friends and we're ready to trade quite frequently. So I could just be overestimating that, but I'm hearing the increased lucky boost from 70 to 80, remote trades, as well as continually going onward with the cycle of best friend to Forever Friend, and then back to best friend, earn the points again to get Forever Friend, and get this continuous cycle of this Forever Friend unlocking a remote trade each and every time. Friendship points are the new way to track your friendship progression with other trainers. Trainers can earn up to 1 friendship point per day with each friend by battling together, trading, sending gifts, or completing other interactions. Trainers can also earn additional friendship points by completing weekly challenges together. So as of right now, it does not look like we're gonna get the amount of friendship points it's gonna take us to get to Forever Friends based on this article, number 1. Number 2, it also isn't showing what the additional friendship things are. So I'm believing that the weekly challenges are going to be that new feature that they've already launched, which is a prenup to this section here. So make sure to participate in as much as possible every single week so that you guys can get yourself to the Forever Friends and do those remote trades. And now it's time to jump into the remote trades, something that everybody's the most curious about. To get ready for your first remote trade, you'll be asked to use a special remote trade tag to mark the Pokemon that you would be willing to trade with your Forever Friends. Once you become Forever Friends with somebody, you'll each be able to see the Pokemon that the other person has marked with the remote trade tag. These are Pokemon that they are willing to trade, which means we're gonna have a tag. We're gonna put all the Pokemon in there that we are willing to remote trade. anything that we're willing to remote trade, but there are going to be some limitations that we will see here in a second. To kick off a remote trade, each trainer takes turns selecting up to 3 of their friends tagged Pokemon that they would be happy to receive. These, what we're going to call wish lists Pokemon, so we're basically creating a wish list from each other's folders, are sent to the other trainer. Each trainer selects one of the requested Pokemon to offer the other. Both trainers then review the final offerings and have the chance to confirm or cancel. Throughout the remote trade process, either trainer has the option to decline the current request and start the process over. So, very well thought out. I like that we have the folder. I like that you then select 3 Pokemon, and then based on those 3 Pokemon selected, you then present one of those 3 that you would be willing to trade. However, you're then able to see the other trainer's 3 selected Pokemon or your selected Pokemon, and then you can go ahead and do it. And so I would perceive that if you can cancel that, that would just show them that that was not the trade that you want. It would be great if there was something where it was like, maybe just even like a reaction or something that you could kind of communicate with. Hopefully you guys, at least during Campfire, communicating with your friends. And if not, now would be a great time to start using the communication part to just at least reach out to trainers in Campfire to make this discussion way easier, because they're gonna be able to see your remote trade folder. If you're lucky friends, your next trade will be lucky, even if it's remote. And let's talk about lucky friends, because if you are lucky friends, your remote trade will be lucky. So that is a massive win for us. And the best thing about this is that the remote trades do not count as special trades. So if you did a remote trade, you could also do your daily special trade. So you'd be able to do both regardless of whatever Pokemon was selected. Legendary, shiny, unregistered Pokemon, doesn't matter. The following Pokemon cannot be included in a remote trade: Pokemon caught in the last 30 days, previously traded Pokemon, shadow Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, Pokemon defending gyms or power spots, Pokemon currently set as your buddy, actively mega evolved Pokemon, fused Pokemon, Crown Sword Zacian in Zamazenta, Pokemon placed at Pokemon playgrounds. So all of these are pretty standard. They're already things that we can't trade right now. The only difference is the Pokemon caught in the last 30 days, which I don't think is that big of a deal. May at some point be changed or have a rediscussion about this, because if somebody did have, let's say, wanted to trade an old shiny Kyurem and I didn't have one and now I just got one and I was trying to do that remote trade, I wouldn't be able to do that for 30 days. But at the same time, we could always sit on it, because I'm thinking that it's going to take a bit more than 30 days to get to this forever friend. Weekly challenges allow you to team up with up to 3 other trainers from your friends list, no matter where they are, to take on a group challenge each week. You can earn rewards including XP and additional friendship points. So there you go. They're already talking about the weekly friendship is the way to earn extra friendship points, which is awesome that they already have this implemented before this system has come out, which in my mind is showing me that Scopely is taking a much more proactive sense on the gaming aspect, as opposed to rolling a feature out and then backdooring another feature that typically would happen when it was part of Niantic. And some of you guys may be thinking, well, when are we going to get a friendship boost? Over the next several weeks. We are going to be able to go from 450 to 650 friends in Pokemon Go. Let's go. I am so excited about that. Also, at the same time, I really hope with this friendship update cap, I hope that, which they haven't done in the past, they increase the amount of gifts that we can open, hold, and send as a baseline, because now we're adding an extra 200 friends on top of that, which can be a limiting factor quite significantly. And then with the monthly pass, we are able to then bump it up a little bit more, right? Like, I think that the whole thing needs to be shifted a little bit as the baseline, and then you can bump it up extra for the pass. I think that's totally fair there. And finally, timed research. There will be a free timed research opportunity available to trainers starting Monday, December 15th to Monday, December 29th local time. Complete the timed research to encounter a scatterbug. Timed research will also award XP, Stardust, and more. And I am sure hoping that that also includes an event that would increase friendship levels in Pokemon Go. Okay, so at least at some point, once we get our updated friends list, we have that. So I think this is a massive win. I am so stoked on remote trades, number one. The friendship bonus, I think, is amazing, because we are getting additional things. Instead of just sitting at best friends forever, we're getting a recycled engagement with those friends, which I think is very, very needed in the game. And I just am excited about this. I think it's going to be massive for the gaming community. The next thing, I think, is to just bump up the remote raid limit a bit more, because I oftentimes have so many people in my Patreon group where we're like doing raids and like, man, I'm so bummed that I'm limited on participating with remote raids with my friends in this group. Especially when there's great raid bosses out, we go pretty hard. So it's like, why would you want to stop being able to participate? And in that group, we also have a raid bot where I post a raid and people respond, or I might do 3, 4 in a row. And then if you're on the friends list, you're like, well, I capped out after 3 or 4 because I already did a couple more earlier. And it would be really great if we could see a little bit of change with that. And I do believe at some point in the game, we are going to see that change. But that is the update to friendship and leveling up and remote trades. It's all real. It's all coming. And I can't wait for you guys to experience it. And I can't wait to experience it as well and make some videos about it. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I will see you out on the next video. Peace.